All right. Thanks everyone for coming here for the podcast. Today is our UBS podcast episode 38, Global Market Updates. So today I will have some major events that happened the past week. Later I'll share with you for more information. And the lastly I will share about UBS updates regarding the training camp and regarding some of the updates in the app, new mining feature for our UBS. Just give me a couple of minutes. All right, let's begin. Okay, topic of the week. I have three main topics. The first one will be the regulatory developments and legal proceedings. All right. So, political influence and regulatory developments in the US. So currently, the cryptocurrency industry intensified its effort to solidify political influence and achieve mainstream acceptance. Show you the article. All right. Embroidered crypto industry seeks to cement political influence and mainstream acceptance. So, David Sachs, all right, recently held a news conference to announce a new congressional working group to advance cryptocurrency regulation. Many digital asset enthusiasts are impressed and underwhelmed. So, last week, as I mentioned, they actually come out with this workforce task group that will do some market research and come up with rules and regulations. And some of the main points that they have developed will actually send out to all the so-called crypto pros to get for more information, especially from the exchange, Bybit, Coinbase, CoinMarket.com, all right, Binance, are all in the task group as well. So they will do a discussion. So under the Trump administration, a congressional working group was established to advance cryptocurrency regulation. This initiative is led by David Sachs, aims to pass key crypto legislation. Okay, this legislation within the next year. So potentially within 6 months, early successes include the SEC repeal on an accounting rule and executive order to consider forming a government reserve of cryptocurrencies. However, internal disagreements and potential regulatory challenges, such as those affecting Tender, all right, the USDD, highlighted ongoing tensions within the crypto community. And you can see over here, some of firms, right, they actually also mention their points here. All right. Number two, political influence of the crypto industry. So the cryptocurrency sector has intensified efforts to solidify its political influence and achieve mainstream acceptance. This includes lobbying for unfavorable registration and retailing against opponents, exemplified by Gemini decision to avoid hiring MIT graduates after the institution rehired a former SEC chairman known for his stringent crypto regulations. So a lot of crypto exchange, especially Gemini, Coinbase, has already put a statement to the press that they will not hire any MIT graduates because the previous SEC chairman, all right, actually come up with a lot of stringent regulation during Biden's period. So, and this university they always have this project for doing research on crypto industry, and they actually put a lot of bad comments on all this exchange. So as a revenge, they're actually not considering hiring all these MIT graduates. So also to put a statement across to all the United States university that any any projects or related research on crypto currencies or exchanges, you have to put yourself in a neutral stand. If not, you anger all these exchanges. Next, all right, SEC shift in stand. One second. Give me a second. Do some adjustment. Okay. SEC requests a pause in legal battle with Binance as the agency adopts a crypto-friendly stand. So what happened in this situation? SEC actually put on hold for a legal suit against crypto exchange Binance as the regulator tries to present itself as a more crypto-friendly under a new administration. So they actually requested 60 days. All right. So in a separate case, Binance actually later agreed to pay a roughly 4 billion settlement, and Zhao pleaded guilty to a felony related to his failure to prevent money laundering on the platform. And this has really over. So now key issue that is facing the cryptocurrency industry is whether certain digital assets should be regulated as securities, a position that the SEC under Gensler, Gensler support, while many in the crypto industry are opposed. So it's a good news for all the crypto exchange platform because the SEC has stopped more investigation on all these exchange regarding all the illegal stuff like money laundering, all right, false trading. So all these are put on hold and for a 60-day period so that they can get more regulations up in the next 1 or 2 months so that all the exchanges can actually benefit from the new regulation. So right now in the market, there's a lot of sentiment whether the regulations from the United States will be beneficial for in the crypto market, crypto exchange or currency, or even the investor. So a lot of investor, like a case for Argentina, the Libra token that is happening this week. Later I'll go more in depth. So all these coins are not regulated and cause uh, loss of investment for all the investor. And exchanges, is it their duty to do a due diligence for all this cryptocurrency before they are put on listing in the exchange for investor to invest, or they have to gear up certain regulations that all the new listing coin have to went through certain criteria or requirement before they can list in the public for public investor to purchase. So definitely the shift of all these stands will actually come in place in the next 2 or 3 months time, especially for the cryptocurrency or the meme coin. And the second topic, all right, the market performance and economic indicator. Okay, now we're talking about exchange. Coinbase Financial Search. So Coinbase reported a remarkable 138% increase in revenue for quarter four last year, totaling 2.27 billion. This surge is attributed to hidden trading activities and a more favorable regulator environment under President Donald Trump's administration. One moment now. Coinbase clear earning estimate, right? A spike of 138%. So Coin reported earning of 4.68 per share compared to $1.04 last year. Total revenue spiked to 138% to 2.27 billion. So the transaction revenue rose to 1.6 billion from 529 million last year and outpaced analysis expectations for 1.26 billion. So you can see the subscription and services revenue also topped estimate with a 71% jump to 641 million. Although the analysts expect 611 million. So the price target that they are looking at, all right, on Coinbase stocks on 330 to from 255 and keep a buying rate on the shares. So we mentioned about last week, they actually stocks price range about 250 to 280 at the moment. So looking at it, a lot of speculations are going up for Coinbase, especially this year, to $330. You see, Citi is also hopeful for stablecoin reform, all right, in the mid of this year. We should provide a boost to Coinbase. So the firm raised its price target, right, to 350 from 275 and maintain a buying rate. The reason I share this also is because that UBX is also doing a coin listing for this year. So looking at it from the Visionary Group, they actually submitted the application to SEC. And within the 3 to 6 month period for auditing period, because they are still wrapping up their data from UBX and auditing reports from Visionary Group to send to SEC in New York-based firm, law firm, auditing firm. After that, they can firm up their deals to list in Nasdaq. So our situation will be quite similar. If we manage to get it in by end of the year or the third quarter of this year, a pretty assault, a surge of price will definitely be happening. And that's when we can actually, company will come out with policies, the exchange for equity token, which is in the wallet itself. All right. And there's a new updates from EUSTD. Later on, I'll update to you all. All right. So looking at it, definitely we will be the second, all right, after Coinbase to do a listing in Nasdaq, and that's definitely good news for all of us as an investor. Next, we have XRP's, all right, market performance and ETF speculation. So the XRP experienced, all right, a slight decline, slipping by 3% to $2.68. Despite this, the token remains 10% over the past 5 days, driven by speculation that the SEC may approve an exchange traded fund, right, the ETF, tracking XRP price. The SEC acknowledged ETF application by the New York Stock Exchange on behalf of Grayscale, with a decision expected later this year. Approval of such an ETF could provide institutional investor with a regulated vehicle to invest in SRP, potentially to boost the value of SRP. All right. So the Ripple price prediction, 1,005 boost to $27. All right. Will it be a repeat of a 2017 bull run? Okay, why are they predicting 1,005%? All right, search. All right. There's a couple of reasons. So before that, we need to understand the token price for this year. So on the 16th of January, the token surged to a multi-year high to $3.39. And then in February 17th, SRP pulled back, okay, to $2.68, marking a 21% decline from the January peak. But it remains approximately 31% below its all-time high to $3.89, which was reached in January 2018. Okay, so despite the pullback, SRP remains one of the top performing assets in the top 100, delivering an impressive 445 returns over the past 90 days. So this is current the performance of the token. So there's a few factors if the XRP was went through for the ETF. All right. The turning point on the 13th of February. All right, the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission (SEC) formally acknowledged a filing from the New York Stock Exchange and Grayscale Investment for spot XRP exchange traded fund. So to get into this SEC, right, if they manage to get the ETF approval, meaning to say they can list their XRP token to the stock exchange for trade. So it definitely be a boost news for XRP. So the SEC acknowledgement means that the new review process, this is a duration, has officially begun, setting the stage for potential approval or rejection within the 240 days window. So the first key deadline, right, is mid of March. It's the first 45 days review period. All right. Second critical date is on the mid of October this year. So they can fully do assessment to make a decision or extend the timeline, all right, final decision. So it's a SRP make or break moment. So one of the biggest potential catalysts is for ETF, right? If it's approved, all right, green light is given to SRP ETF. Institutional demand could surge, driving prices past resistance with sheer volume. So second key factor could be strategy adoption. If XRP is included in a financial system reserve or gains a major institutional use case, the surge in demand could propel it into uncharted territory. And the third factor, all right, is a lawsuit appeal. If the appeal is dismissed, okay, legal clarity alone could trigger a wave of buying. Currently, they are still under a lawsuit with SEC. So looking at Binance, which being deferred for the case, it shouldn't be a problem for XRP to delay the case as well. So if all these factors is to happen, the search for 1,005%, all right, is definitely have a chance to happen. But of course, I'm not asking all of you to go and buy, but it's just a market analysis that SRP has a potential, all right, to go to double digit. All right. The next, sorry. Okay. Geopolitical events and their implications. Okay, it's the Argentina cryptocurrency scandal. Okay, I think this is one of the big highlight for this week, and a lot of people are talking about it, how it happened, why it happens, and is it a real scandal? All right. There's a lot of video regarding the Argentina president and the talks with the one the one who created this Libra token. So the coin is known as Libra, all right? So what happened is the president of Argentina, Miller, actually posed in X, kicking off a brief rally. He later deleted the posting and denied having any link to the cryptocurrency. So the opposition lawmaker have said that the president, whose staff and surety program has warned parties from investors and make progress in taming rampant inflation, who face an impeachment trial over his action. And as a result, actually caused a suffering the biggest reputation crisis for his government. And a lot of people are suing him, right? Because this is a value for how much he lost. All right, down by 87 million. So the coin actually crashed 85% after its development team removed 87 million in USDC and Solana as well from liquidity pools and reached a fully diluted valuation of 4.5 billion within hours of its launch. So it's quite crazy. All right. Within hours, actually surged to 4.5 billion. And more than 50% of their initial purchase price of $1.6. The committee actually suffered 87 millions. So this is why a lot of analysts are having talks to come up with more stringent regulations with all the meme coins that's going to happen in the market. So now I'll show you a video, right? I think this video are quite interesting. Let's start from here. Sorry, no voice. All right. I do agree to a certain extent that what he actually suggests is good or will be coming out because the first point that you mentioned is increase the listing fees. So if the cost of a listing is higher to a certain percentage, will definitely increase the price that they're going to pay for scam token. So I think these are one of the good factors. And the delaying pump up funds is remember you mentioned about 24 hours, 48 hours, 72 hours. So all these hours delaying big funds from pumping in are also one of the it can be a requirement as well. So can delay the new investor or beginning investor for speculating meme coin from entering. So there should be a period instead of just a 24 or 12 hours lifespan for any token. And I also have a couple of suggestions as well. Like example, increase insurance protection. So all the investor could have a protection scheme. If I'm going to invest in this meme coin, the platform or the coin should actually have a certain protections or insurance. If they want to launch this coin, they have to have a certain insurance protection that they're going to buy before launching the token. So it's to protect the interest of the investor. So, and also a buyback from the meme coin that the regulation may come up with for any listing of new tokens. So there's a funds to ensure liquidity pool is there for the meme coin listing to buyback. So that can also protect the interest from the investor. All right. So I've done for this week for the news. All right, some of the major news that we share for past week. Now, I want to talk about the training camp that is coming up this week. This week you have a training camp on 21st to 24th. That's going to happen in Singapore. And currently we have more than 50 to 60 applicants, but we already streamlined to about 30 to 35 for all the new leaders. So if you understand the UBX structure, there's a V1 to V5. So you have to be a minimum V1 to participate for this event. All right. So it's a 4-day 3-night training program that is planned by the UBX Global Academy. So every month, all right, we try to aim for every month there'll be lessons. But when if community actually by region, they actually request to send trainers to train the training in the local. Example, if you go to South Africa or Nigeria, Europe, or even Pakistan, India. So we'll send a couple of trainers to go there and do a training session with the local. I think this will really cut costs and also to have a face-to-face training session with the local. If you're the leaders and interested, you actually can actually voice out to your leaders or to the platform itself so that we can do a planning for the next couple of months that we can send our trainers to go over and do a training all over the country. All right. So it can be a 2 weeks or 1 month program that we will go there and do a support for the local community. So these are the options. All right. These are the options. So here more updates for the training camp. Next month we're going to have it as well. All right. We'll continue to update in the podcast here. Then as you all know, there's a UBC staking program coming up. It's already launched. So 60% are UBX token and plus 40% USDD. All right. So for staking program. And company is coming up with more solutions using the EUSDD. Instead of everyone keep taking the 0.2%, company will actually release all the EUSDD to the account and to sort of a buyback. All right. Example, if the staking that you want to stake is $100. 50% can be USDD. Another 50% is USDD. So we'll have this formula forming up, all right, soon, very, very soon. So don't ask at this moment of time, but what I say soon is probably the next month in one or two, because company is doing adjustment for the USDD and fully support for the market to actually, all right, using the USDD to do a staking program. So please be patient and let company to sort out the backend stuff. Then we will come up with more uh, staking programs that's regarding EUSDD. All right. And some actually asked me about the EUS, the equity token. The equity token, right, will still remain the same as of now. All right. Any updates we will do through the podcast or Notion's marketing campaign that we will send up to all the leaders. Uh, for now, the equity token, no change. We'll be waiting for the Nasdaq listing, which is going to happen in 3 to 6 months down the road. All right. Probably the latest, probably end of the year, the fourth quarter. Because at this moment of time, they already submitted the application form to the SEC, which you can check online. All right. You can actually find online. Just give me a minute. Let me show you. Okay. All right. This is the one. Give a full version. All right. This is the one. Okay. Any one of you can get it online. All right. It's open to public. All right. SEC. Okay. Can go and read out for more information. All right. Doing a listing, collaboration listing with Visionary Group and UBX in the Nasdaq. Okay. And also, from this week, we're having, for the training camp, we're having two VIP presenter. These two VIP presenter is a VC. They are from the VC group, which are familiar with the launch pad for exchanges. Their, their current partner, all right, the current partnership with Binance, Kraken, Coinbase, and mostly all the exchanges to launch a launchpad, all right, like new listing token. Okay. So they also invest in UBX as well. So they are pulling good projects to UBX for community, UBX community to invest in a new project. So committee members get to vote, all right, which project is potential to invest and also buying at the base price. Okay. But exactly how it works, all right, the equation is not out yet. But this is a latest update that I can provide for you all. So a lot of our VCs are already working with us, UBX. And I believe there's great changes coming up. All right, great updates and news coming up in the next 1 or 2 months. All right, because one of the project I already heard is already in place and ready to launch maybe next month. So before it launch, just giving you updates. But the actual project or how it works, all right, how to invest, how to vote, will probably need to hear from the latest update from the company, all right, get more updates. So I'll definitely do podcast updates if we get the information within the first hand. All right, this is the mission from our Global Academy. That is to provide you all with the latest update of UBX platform, okay, and latest project, and see how to maximize your profit. All right. So I guess for tonight I'll be ending. Okay, this is it. This is all. Thanks everyone for joining me. Okay, my name is Darren. I will see you soon. Saturday, crypto exchange. All right. Tomorrow there will be OPP session by Brian. Okay. If you have anyone to invite for global market, all right, for English podcasts, please send the link to them. All right, for to listen up and join us for tomorrow, same time 8 p.m. Singapore time. Thank you very much. Have a good night. Bye bye. Thanks a lot. Bye bye.